Hey guys, Dennis here, and we're actually here at the Lake Toho Marina in Kissimmee. I've actually been here before a few times fishing and stuff like that, but they did a whole bunch of new remodeling and all that stuff, so it come out pretty cool. This might be like a new spot of mine where I come to do videos and hang out and stuff. But this is actually my first video that I'm doing for this specific channel. I decided to make a brand new channel for these kinds of videos and stuff like that. I feel like I've actually outgrown my first one, which is Leverage Lifestyle, and I might continue to put content up there on that channel, but I've kind of come to a new area in my life where I'm learning certain topics that are a little bit more advanced, and just kind of taking me to a new level. So I kind of want to bring that kind of concept and that freshness to this channel, and just kind of provide you guys with valuable content all the time, and kind of let you know what I'm working on and what I'm basically studying at the moment. And this is actually a video that I want to do with a super important topic. It's actually in response to an email that I wrote to my subscriber list. And if you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber so you can basically get my information, my content that I send out regularly through email. But it's a topic that I'm studying, and it's basically alignment, right? And how to really utilize the law of attraction in your life and take it to a brand new level that's super advanced, right? And I've studied the law of attraction a long time ago, for a long time, and it's a super powerful concept. A lot of people have heard about it, and I guess it takes a while for you to really understand how it works. It's not as simple as just think positively and things like that, right? And I've been studying alignment for quite a while now, a few weeks, and really been implementing and applying some things, and it works wonders because you learn things that you've never heard before. You learn how to apply them to your life, and it changes your life, not just monetarily. I have a business background. I'm an entrepreneur, stuff like that, and many of you guys, if you're watching this, will probably know that from my other channel. But it's way deeper than just thinking positively. And one of the things that I really want you guys to understand is the concept of really just living, right? Really living and doing things that you love to do regularly. And I kind of came up to this topic because I used to be the type of person where I was being taught, my past businesses, things like that, and business teams that, delay gratification and things like this, and focus on your business, and when you're making the money, then you could do whatever you want, right? And for a long time, that made a lot of sense. But what ended up happening was I was putting everything that I enjoyed, that brought me basically fulfillment and satisfaction into my life on the back burner, so that I could do things that I didn't necessarily want to do. And I justified that by basically saying that that's the kind of work that you need to do, and you need to sacrifice and things like that, right? That's what I was being taught for a long time, and I went with that. And then as I started basically diving into all this stuff about alignment and basically listening to how you feel, and your feelings are your greatest indicators of whether you're on your path or not, that's when it really hit me, when I realized you need to spend time doing the things that you love to do, because that's what puts you in the proper frequency, mindset, and vibration to attract the things that you want to do, right? Because your feelings, your emotions, not just your thoughts. That's why thinking positive is not effective enough, because your thoughts change all over the place, and you can be thinking one thing and 2 seconds later think another thing, and you're basically affected by external stimuli, right? And once you get into the point where you really focus on your emotions and understanding, how do I feel right now, right? Because one of the things that I actually mentioned in a previous law of attraction video that I did for my Leverage Lifestyle channel was talk about how basically thought plus emotion equals attraction. And the emotion part is really the key here, right? And it's about understanding what you want, what makes you basically feel good, and what you love doing, and doing that all the time, right? Being in that vibration where you feel good, because you attract how you feel. And I think that's the biggest missing factor in a lot of the the videos and things like that talk about the law of attraction. It's not enough to just think positively, right? And I challenge you, if you're studying the law of attraction, or maybe business background, you're into personal development, things like that, to really focus on doing things that make you happy, right? And it could just be getting out there and just being more social, right? A lot of the reasons why I created this new channel is because I want to basically delve into the areas that I'm personally working on now, and let you guys know basically what I'm studying, to give you the information that I'm getting as soon as I get it. And one of the things that I'm working on is just being social, being normal, right? Just getting out there and living and talking to people, and getting out of your shell and dropping ego, because those are the things that mess you up, right? Those are the things that we've been taught since we were basically very young, and we carry that with ourselves all the time, right? And that's one of the things that I've always carried with myself, just being very reserved and things like that, and just focusing on what I need to do to get my happiness. But here's the concept though, because ideally you want to get to where you want to go, right? You want to be who you want to be, but there's a gap between who you are and where you are now and what you want. And essentially, if you wait until you get what you want, or you're waiting, you're postponing your happiness and your joy and satisfaction, fulfillment in your life to basically the point where you get your stuff. For example, I'm really big into business, and a lot of entrepreneurs and people that work in the home industry, stuff like that, home-based business industry, are really focused on making money, right? And that's cool. But one of the most advanced things that you can possibly do is focus on things that you love doing, because that puts you in the place to attract those things that you actually do want, right? Because if you're focusing on an area that you don't want, you're trying to attract abundance from an area of lack. Meaning, I want money, but you're trying to be abundant and get money, but because you don't have it, you attract more lack. And that's a super advanced concept. And I realized that if you come from an area of abundance, of feeling like you already have, right? If you're able to feel like you already have it, if you're able to basically take those emotions, how would you feel right now if you had exactly what you want, and come from that place? It's not what you think of, it's where you think from, right? So to go back to my example, you got to come from a place where, okay, this is what I want, and this is where I am. There's a big gap there, right? So because you're focused on trying to get what you don't want, there's a big gap here that's just basically making you attract the same exact stuff over and over and over. So you're basically saying, I'm not going to be happy until I get here. And that's the mistake. That's what I was doing for a long, long time, right? Saying, okay, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I want to build my business, I want to make money, I want to get my free time, stuff like that, I want to get my car and my house and all that stuff. And you're going from here, and you're trying to bridge this gap. And you're trying to, live in abundance, but you're in lack mode right now, right? And you're basically saying, I'm not going to be happy until I have this. And that's the issue right there. Learning to be happy in the beginning, right, with what you have, where you are, is the key. Because you can go out there and do things that you love to do, and you're coming from a place of full abundance and joy and happiness, and that's when you attract the good stuff into your life. When you're in the right vibration, where you're in alignment with source and the universe, so that it can give you what it wants. Basically, we are all vibrational creatures, right? We're always emitting vibrations all the time, frequencies, right? And that's super, super important that you understand that, because every time you're thinking about something, it basically creates a chain, right? It's a chain reaction. You start thinking about something for a little bit, and then 15 seconds later, you think about the same thing, and it starts carrying momentum. And if you focus on the things that you don't want, it creates momentum, and now you're tracking that all the time. But if you're thinking about, I love what I have, right? I'm feeling happy right now with what I have, then that also creates momentum. It tells the universe, this is what you want, right? It's trying to basically tell the universe, hey, I want this, but you're on the wrong frequency, right? It's like trying to listen to 95.3, but you're on 103.5, right? You can't communicate with the universe if you're in the wrong frequency. And the way the universe basically communicates with you is how you feel. If you feel the way you need to feel, you feel like you're on your path, you're progressing, you're doing what you want to do, and you're being productive, and you feel great about what you're doing, even though you don't have exactly what you want yet, you're on the path, right? And you feel it, and you need to be very attentive to your emotions, because your emotions are what tells you where you are, right? Don't just be like, everybody feels like this, or it's okay to feel like this is normal, this is whatever. No. Be very attentive to your emotions and say, you know what? I'm coming from a place of a bad vibe right now. I have bad vibrations. Let me think about something else that changes my vibrations, that makes me feel good, because if I don't, I'm going to go spiraling down. Everything that I think of right now is going to come to my life, and I don't want that, right? And that's why we never get exactly what we want to do, because we're always in an area of wanting and not having, right? Feel good with what you have now. Focus on the thoughts and the areas that you want to do. Like, I love singing, writing music. I love exercising, things like that. And I no longer put these things on the back burner for business or whatever, because now you're just ineffective, right? You're frustrated. You don't have what you want yet you don't even balance out that negative emotion with the things that you want to have, right? So you're always in a state of lack and frustration, and that's exactly what you basically send out to the universe, and it gives you exactly that, right? The universe says, oh, that's how you feel, cool, well, this is what I'm going to give you. If you don't like that, well, guess what? You're not going to like this either, right? Always pay attention to how you feel, and stay in the areas mentally and physically that make you feel good and bring you joy, right? Because you can just get out there and be yourself, be a person, and be a human, and be a thriving, basically, human being in this world, and get the things that you want to do. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.